Hey everybody, Maverick O'Sullivan here, and I'm going to give you basically the cliff notes about COVID-19. So this will be beneficial, especially to a lot of younger audience members who probably don't know a whole lot about it, and this should help people in general. First off is that a lot of you will probably be okay. So don't panic, of course. Part of the reason we have shortages on things like toilet paper is because people did panic. And it's like, that's just a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's ridiculous. But it brings me to the next point is it's not all about you. You may be okay, but anyone who cares half as much about their grandma as I care about mine should be concerned about preventing the spread of this, because COVID-19 is dangerous, more dangerous to the elderly, to people with asthma and other lung issues, and people who are sick with other things like the flu and whatnot, because that's too much on your system at once. So even if you're going to be okay, you got to realize, there's a lot of other people at risk. And some of you may be thinking, well, once I catch it, then I can finally get over it and I'll be immune. Unfortunately, that's not necessarily true. And that's really concerning. And that's also another reason why we have to lower the cases of this as much as possible, contain it as much as possible. So wearing masks, washing our hands, those are very important right now, because the more this circles around and cycles and the more people it infects, the less contained it is, and the more we're going to be stuck at home. So right now we got to ride out the storm. We got to put up with this, and we got to prevent the spread as much as possible. So masks, washing hands, don't be touching your eyes, nose, mouth, ears after touching other stuff that other people touched. I mean, that it's a little germophobic, but right now that's what we need. This could have been contained better when it initially started, especially if Trump hadn't fired certain people, and if Trump had acted sooner. That's just simply, like with Trump, he wanted things to keep running, and we all wanted things to keep running. But that's like having cake for dinner. We want to have cake for dinner, but it's not good for us. And now we're dealing with the fallout of that decision. And it's like, it's really tempting to just jump right back to that cake. And that's how we would get an even bigger spread of this, as if we jumped the gun on ending this quarantine. And just so you guys understand something, though, a lot of the people making these decisions, Trump and Congress and, those people, they don't have to work in the stores. They don't even necessarily even have to go out if they don't want to. They're perfectly capable of living fairly secluded lives on the money that they're making off of the people who are going out there. So kind of take their suggestion about getting back out there with a grain of salt, because we might jumpstart that economy and then have almost no one left to run it. Shout out to my grandma. You're amazing, and you've helped me become that much better of a person. And I really hope that you stay healthy throughout this crisis. Another shout out to one of my friends. He's got asthma. Brandon, I love you so much, and I really want you to make it through this. And I know it's not easy right now, but when this is all over, we're going go-karting. We're going to have a great time. I miss you, buddy. I do my best to be a good role model. I try to be the kind of entertainer that you can be proud to be subscribed to, and know that you're doing something to help when you share my material. So definitely like, subscribe, share, and of course comment, because I value your input. I appreciate you. And the reason I'm even doing this video is because someone wanted to know what I thought about COVID. one of the best ways that you can help support my comedy and inspirational messages is by becoming one of my Patreons, or finding other people who are willing to become Patreons. And there's a link in the description below, but for those of you who don't know what Patreons are, it's basically investing in me. It's like a GoFundMe for YouTubers and stuff like that, where that's how some of them have to make money, given recent changes in how YouTube does stuff and whatnot. Monetizing these videos is harder than ever. So if I can get enough Patreons, though, I can go down to part-time and put so much more content out there for you, and actually help out more around my community and stuff. Because I love being a positive influence on the kids around here, mentoring and everything. And the more funding I get, the more I can start bringing more people into the projects and stuff. It just opens up so many doors, and I'm so excited. And but it starts with getting some Patreons. I currently don't yet have any. Need to get more people to see my videos too. So just every little bit you do, even if it's just sharing my stuff on your Facebook, it helps so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.